Let me explain something. Narcopaths always get what's coming to them. There are repercussions for your actions, and I've been watching and some funny things have been happening. I just noticed that the narc's new supply, she deactivated her social media account. So, meaning she must have figured out that he was using her as a pawn. So, basically what happened was, like, about roughly 3 weeks ago, he posted up a picture with him and her, like, as his main profile picture to, upset me or upset whoever. He probably has other women that he's dealing with. Now, I discarded him about 8 months ago. So I got out of there when I saw red flags, and we were not ever in a full-fledged relationship. I just kept picking up on the red flags, and I got out of there first. So I didn't have any feelings attached, but at this point it just became interesting since I figured out he was a narcissist. Now it's almost like I'm watching everything transpire that he planned to do to me, but with being removed from the situation. But he planned this, and I knew he was planning this because, I brought it up to the other narc friend. I had a narc friend who I was talking to for like 4 years who I did not know he was a narc, and he set me up and put this other narc around me, and they both were going to sit back and laugh and try to torture me. So I got the hell out of there, and he was gonna do this the whole time. This girl, it looks like she's from Colombia. He went to Colombia while we were talking. You see what I'm saying? So how, 7, 8 months later, how did this girl show up? We were talking at that time, meaning he met her while he went there, and he was planning this the whole time. So my instincts were right on the money the entire time. So never ever in your life ignore your instincts. He was planning this the whole time. So all of a sudden, a few weeks ago, he pops up putting this girl, as like they're hugging and they're all lovey-dovey and everything's perfect. And I'm just laughing like, oh, you imagine if I was with him, together with him, that would have killed me, and that was the whole plan. That's what they were trying to do. They were trying to kill me, but I got out of there, so I didn't really have any real feelings attached to it. I wasn't in a relationship. I never developed any emotions towards him or anything like that. But just the idea that this is what he was planning, it makes me literally sick to my stomach that someone is this sick and this evil. But anyway, you can sit back and you can get out your popcorn, because everything blows up in their face. He wanted to harm me. He didn't care about her. He wanted to harm. She would have gotten harmed inevitably because she thought he was being sincere. Meanwhile, he was just using her as a pawn to get back at me and probably other people as well. He has a bunch of people, I'm sure. So this poor girl, she looks so innocent and just super young, like she looks like 25, like just she looks like just completely innocent and naive and clueless, which is not her fault. I was that way at that age as well. But I'm just saying, it's just disgusting that he put this poor girl in this thing, doesn't care anything about her. Like 2 days after meeting her, he's like posting up pictures with her, like, this is the love of my life, and tagging her name in every single picture, like, this is me and such, da 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 da. And I'm like, imagine if you just met someone and they're like taking nonstop pictures and posting them up. Like, first off, I'm very private. I wouldn't want my name, my relationship info, my pictures with someone who I don't even know if we're going to be together in the long run. Why would you be posting that up right away? But anyway, the point is, she deactivated her account, and this just happened only 3 weeks ago. And then they started posting up some other pictures a couple days ago, so some more pictures. So she must have figured out, and probably other stuff happened because, you know, he was treating me like crap and, you know, not giving me the time of day. So she's probably thinking, like, he's probably doing the same thing to her. And she's probably thinking, why are you putting my pictures up but then you're treating me like crap at the same time? She probably figured the whole thing out, that he was doing that to get back at somebody else, and it blew up in his face, and she deactivated her account. Imagine you're trying to portray that you have some great relationship with a new supply and everything's wonderful, and 3 weeks later the girl deactivates her account. I'm like, obviously she doesn't think she doesn't think it's that wonderful and great and everything's just going so perfect and our lives are perfect, if she literally left social media altogether. I mean, I've been on social media for like 8 years and I never once deactivated my account ever. So, I mean, the whole thing blows up and backfires in their face, and they end up just losing all these people that they're treating like garbage. They all wisen up and they all just get away, and then the narc is left with nothing but to stare at their ugly, disgusting faces in the mirror and to see all the damage that they've caused to people's lives. They have to stare at that face in the mirror with all the turmoil and destruction and pain they've caused people. They have to face themselves at the end of the day.